We're on day number 6 of 13, visit number 6 of 13, and today we're talking about something that is a linchpin. The reason why it is in the middle, because without this, things in the beginning and things that are coming won't be able to come together and work for you unless you have this one. And that one is an imagination. Now, as children, we're told to imagine everything, that dream. But as we grow up older, our dreams are bashed and they're killed and they're set aside, and we're told what we can't do and what we won't be able to do, and how this and that will never happen. Well, if you live in that world, then of course, no, none of the things that you imagine will happen. But think about it like this. If no one had ever imagined being able to talk to somebody in Atlanta and they're in Chicago, somebody had to have the imagination to bring that into reality. Somebody had to imagine being able to put people on an airplane and flying them from one end of the country to the other. Somebody had to have that imagination, have that dream. Somebody had to say at some point, with the amount of computer technology that we have, we can put together a system that will allow people in America to collaborate with people in China, to collaborate with people in Japan, collaborate with people in Europe, collaborate with people in Africa, collaborate through one system. Somebody had to have the imagination also just to put things together that were already in existence. So if you've been dreaming and having visions of things, if you have decided that you want to create something, or you want to take things that are already present and put it together to create something, a new environment, then you have to be able to use your imagination to do that, because without that, with no imagination, nothing happens. You won't create anything. You won't develop anything. Your life will be exactly what it is today. So if you want to go forward in the next steps of your life, if you want to develop a relationship, you first have to have a vision for that relationship. You have to use your imagination to decide what type of relationship you want to have. What does that relationship look like? How do you walk in that relationship? How do you breathe in that relationship? You have to decide that. Now, the difference in having something like that is that it is not just upon you. Now, as we've said in other videos before, that you cannot change anybody nor force anybody to think the same way you think. They have to be a willing participant. So what that means is that you may have to put yourself on the line and put your dreams on the line and put your imagination on the line with people, but they might not be the right people. I was once taught that investors will come, but they have to be the right investor. Because if you have a business that you're trying to grow and you have the wrong investor, it will kill the business. If you have a dream or an imagination or a vision of something, the wrong persons involved can kill it. So you may have to go through multiple people in order to get to the dream, in order to make the vision real. You may have to do that. If it's a relationship, you may have to go through multiple people to get there. With your children, you may have to go through multiple situations. You may have to go through periods where you don't really speak. You may have to go through periods where you're speaking all the time to get to the real, to get to the vision. It just happens that way because you're involving someone else. Now, when you're just talking about those things that you want to create, things you want to do, like if you want to get your health together, if you want to get your finances together, then that is on you. And as we talked before about, applied faith, that's where you have to decide that you got the faith to do it, that it is going to happen. You're going to walk in it because what? Visit number 4, you got self-control to be able to make it real. But it doesn't happen without your vision, without your imagination. It does not happen. Do we see how these things tie into each other? Imagination is going to be a part of everything because you got to dream it first. It has to become real here before it becomes real everywhere else. So if you've been dreaming, keep dreaming. If somebody tells you not to dream, move away from them. You have visions, keep having visions. Use your imagination to create the life that you want to create in all aspects of life. So you all have a great weekend. I look forward to visit number 7.